Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Builder's Guide. So in this episode we're going to be talking about caves, and specifically with caves that have animals in them. So this is something that is really good to add a little bit of kind of adventure to your worlds. Now what we've got here is a nice little natural cave, so it's just in the kind of like valley where we had the village up the top there. And it's literally, this is actually what we've got. We've actually got a really nice looking natural cave with some dirt going over the top of it. And then it actually goes down, and it literally just goes to there. It's completely empty. It's not like the ones that go down into a mine. And this I really like because of it being on this kind of slight angle. So it's on a slight angle which hides it, so you might be just wandering around the path and you might not see it. And we can kind of hide it. I also, through this dirt bit going along, just made me think instantly we could actually put some wood going across this as well, so that's really cool. Another thing that I've actually noticed is that granite is a really cool looking block now in 1.14, and this could actually work really well with, say for example, coarse dirt, and also brown concrete powder. God damn it, brown concrete powder, if we can actually grab it, to make like a dry dirt kind of like look, especially with coarse dirt. So it's looking really quite cool. So if you actually had a drier area, we're going to definitely be using this in the future to actually create something that's really dry. But anyway, that looks really good. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is creating or kind of like playing around with this cave and actually making it look a lot better. I'm actually going to zoom through that and then just show you guys the finished product, because it does take a while. We've got a lot more slabs and a lot more stairs and all that kind of jazz in 1.14, so let's make the use of them. But the idea for this is to actually make a little bit of a journey. So if you do see it, we're going to have this tree going over the top of it. We're going to like wander into this little cave, and I'm actually going to continue it down. One of the things you should try and do with your caves is never have it where you can just look. Say for example, I had, let's go for, this gold block or something like that. What you don't want to do in your worlds is have it where you can look straight away from here and you can see a gold block. Eventually, there we go, like that. Because then you've kind of like given away the kind of adventure part of it. What you want to have instead is like something where you end up having it all the way over here or something, somewhere where you have to go into the cave and they go, there's the gold block thing. Something that kind of gives that kind of adventure feel, just adds little bits to your world, and it makes people want to explore, to see what kind of like little gems that you're going to be putting. Now I'm going to be making mine a little animal cave, so I'm going to actually have it going down as well, so that is another good thing to have. Bring it in here, make it go down a little bit, and make use of all your blocks. So anyway guys, I'm going to start building all of this stuff. It's one of the things I can't really time-lapse, but I'll then talk you guys through exactly what I've done so you can do the same kind of thing in your worlds. Alright, so here is the finished product. So I'll kind of talk you through what I've actually changed on it, and all the kind of like bits of detail that you guys can do to make it more natural. So we had the village up here, we've got some trees over there. I do need to continue the forest on because it just does not look as good. And we also need to finish up this bit as well. I think we're going to probably move on to this next, I expect. But what we've got over here, I've put in a couple of bits of stone. Now there's a reason for that, because we've got so much stone on the main cave part of it. I've tried to mix in a bit of stone around it, just like we've been doing before. But this is mostly so that when you're like wandering down, you just can like see a bit of stone and you just don't really think about it too much. But you do get a glimpse of that cave and you go, ooh. So I have done an angled tree. This was an angled fallen tree. So I put in like a stump at first and then just kind of like collapsed it over. That was where we actually had the dirt. I wouldn't have done that actually if we didn't have that bit of dirt going across, which is really weird for inspiration. A couple of floating dirt blocks in Minecraft, yeah, kind of works. And then I've just kind of put the tree down. It's supposed to be quite a fresh tree, so it's still got its leaves on it. But done the same kind of technique as we did before with the branches and everything, using fence. I think it looks pretty cool actually. And yeah, just kind of like slammed it into the ground. Got a bit more dirt around. I think I need to play around with more dirt layers around here because it doesn't look. I don't think it looks like it's made enough of an impact into the ground. So that's something I need to play around with. Definitely, I'm just not overly happy with it, but it's pretty good. Over in this path, what I've done. So we've got the main dirt path. I put in a couple little bits of dirt as well. This is mostly supposed to be from this falling. And kind of collapsing. I actually did use a slab here to make it look a little bit like it's on different levels. It kind of actually works, but if we had the dirt slabs and stuff like that, it would be even better. But put in a lot of dirt. Actually use the the granite, granite slab as well. So we've got granite in dry, more granite in there to make it like a little bit drier on one side. Is what I was kind of trying to do, like adding a bit of dryness into it. We've then got just mostly a cave with lots and lots of slabs everywhere. The mossy one looks great if you're looking for something that's a little bit more overgrown, and you can just mix that in. I've even used some cobblestone as well, just to mix all of those in to get some really nice looking textures on it. So if we then go into the cave, it's quite cramped. I've got some, you know, tall grass as well to kind of block the way. And then we go down. I have used the spruce slab because it's the best thing we got to a dirt slab. And we can like disappear into this cave, and then it goes around and down. And then when you actually get down to here, now I'm going to put a torch in here because I can't see. Don't know if you guys can see. Probably not. You might be able to see better than me. Yeah, if we have a look in here, what I've got is, like, this is supposed to be where the den of, say, a bear is or something like that. I don't really know. I actually might. Tell you what, should we do like a really bad looking bear thing? You know, just some sort of blob here. This is terrible. This is truly terrible. There we go. So we got some like lots of fur in there or whatever. But the idea being that you would go down into here and you would see like this bear fur and you wouldn't be able to escape. I don't know about this. I put in a smooth quartz slab as like bones, like a pile of bones. You really have to imagine it, and that's the problem, I think. So I'm not too keen on that, but I've tried it out anyway. And yeah, we've just got a bit of mossy in everywhere, and just using a lot of different slabs in here, mostly the slabs, in order to really create this kind of varied roof, and using this, actually blocking a slab, to do complete blocking. So if this wasn't here, I can actually remove it. It ends up being a little bit more open, I think, and you can kind of look around there, and you don't feel like you're being led by the path. So that's why I just literally threw that in here on this side, and it just blocks it. It completely blocks this, and then you kind of like look down here, and then you get to see everything. So I mean, it's like more of using like a technique, really. It turns out as well, this is really weird. There is actually in here an entire cave system. I actually punched through while doing the terraforming, so there's a whole cave going down. So I could have done a little bit more with this, but I just thought actually for this kind of like little cave, I do want to keep it quite small. I want to make it quite nice and simple, basic. I didn't want to do too much on it at all. Also using the slabs, you can actually hide some dirt in there, so you can make it feel a little bit more like it, you know, there are roots on top and like the dirt is kind of like pushing through. So I should have really put one like in there actually, but you can actually do that, which is really, really cool, again with the slab kind of technique. But do put these in the world, guys, and yeah, tell me what you guys have been doing with this kind of stuff, because this is the really interesting bits and bobs that just make your world seem a little bit different. Obviously we got it from this village here, so you know, wander down and you find a cave, and that might be a cave that, I don't know, kids used to play in, and now there's a bear in there, and maybe some of the kids have gone missing. Do you know what I mean? All of that kind of stuff that kind of like happens. But we're going to continue on with this world anyway. I'm going to expand onto the lake area. I really want to do like quite a lot of detail around here, and we'll kind of see how we get on, because we've got a lot of this kind of area around here as well to do some terraforming. I'm thinking of flooding this entire area here, because I absolutely hate it when Minecraft does this and then has water right next to it. I think we need to like flood this a little bit, perhaps, and do something else with it. It's either that or we have it as if it's been actually dammed up, or I don't know. We'll kind of like have a look at those, but do tell me what you guys want out of this entire series and we'll get onto it. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next time.